time and see if you can guess who is not from this this decade. One of these things is not. And joining us, we have Evelyn, Colleen, and Steve sitting here on the comfy couch. And we're going to talk about the Speakeasy. I understand you got a Speakeasy going there, Steve. What's going on with that? You got a Speakeasy. Things going on up there at the mountain.
Well, see, thanks for asking us, see. We got to come some guys, some dolls. We're going to have some fun up there, see.
There you go. When's it going to happen, Steve? Well, okay, interview's over.
As a matter of fact, we, next Friday, the 28th.
This Friday,
which is also next Friday.
Semantics.
It's happening at the Base Lodge of the Mount Washington Auto Road, the second annual Speakeasy and Casino Night to benefit Arts and Motion Theater.
And I heard great things about last year. Saw many photos, some that were printable, some that were not, about the Speakeasy. So what's going to happen at said Speakeasy?
Well, you're going to see an assortment of amazing-looking people. For example, like these two here. Arts and Motion provides a cast of characters that is really unbelievable to see. The rest of us will be in what you might consider standard fare for the 1920s time travel experience. Arts and Motion brings in everything from big daddies and gangsters to flappers and zoot suits and guys and dolls, and there are coppers, Keystone cops. We have you have to have a password to get in. We have the lodge is set up with a little sliding door and everything. You got to know what to say to be able to get it. And the evening includes everything from gambling of every kind, blackjack and poker and the Wonder Wheel. And
but it's not real money.
Well, it's real money to get in, $37.50 per ticket, but it also includes $50 in gambling chips to go towards the evening's.
Now that's not what we've been telling. We've been telling people something different. So let's go back, because we've been lying to people, I think, Hans. So it's $37.50 a person.
$37.50 per.
Or $75 a couple.
Correct.
If you do the math.
Yes, and that includes the evening's entertainment. There is quite a bit of entertainment actually taking place through the night. There's a variety of foods being brought in by Hart's Turkey Farm. There's Tuckerman's Brewery tastings. There's just throughout the evening, it's not just a go from table to table. There are actually activities taking place. And last year, in fact, there was a police raid. At one point, we did know. We got a call in advance, knowing it was coming, and the Keystone cops showed up. They got in, but fortunately, the big daddy at the time was able to convince the police that there might be something more fun to do than close down the operation.
And I understand the ladies were involved in that.
Yeah, maybe. Just a little.
Well, what happened with that, ladies?
That was actually myself and my twin sister. We kind of helped the police go off to get out of there and not bother the guests.
They distracted them, you might say.
Yeah, we distracted.
I hear some money was involved as well.
That maybe.
Really? Money and dames.
Money and dames. There's a lot of payola at that time,
That is. Well, it sounds like a good time. Starts right at 7.
Starts right at 7. The public is, we would encourage people to register in advance, of course. You
got to get the password.
We can. We're going to give you that before the end. We do encourage folks to come in costume, although it's not necessary. You'll certainly have a much more compelling experience when you look around and see the way people look in this room. There is a costume supplier that you can get something from actually right here in Freiburg, Patty Hibbert, and she supplied quite a few of them.
Great.
Costumes for last year. You can get information either on the Arts and Motion website, which is
artsandmotiontheater.com.
or the Mount Washington Auto Road's website,
which is
mtwashington.com, mtwashingtonautoroad.com. Excuse me. That's my email address I just gave you.
Oh, giving away secrets, Steve. All right.
Secret password.
The thing is, it is really just a remarkable, fun evening. I mean, yes, we're raising funds for a local organization. Yes, we're all engaging in these various fun things that are taking place there, but when you get into that building and you see what's going on in there, you really do feel like you have transcended time and place.
That's terrific.
It is, last year there was over 100 people in this room, and just the entire evening came off as if it was almost 100 years ago.
Now, ladies, I understand you brought in the bathtub last year to make the bathtub gin. Is that correct? Must have been a little heavy. It's cast iron. How'd you do that?
I'll tell you, Big Daddy has a line of suppliers. I mean, they can supply anything from the finest French champagne to whiskey.
There you go. Pick up that mic.
Big Daddy really has it covered.
has it covered, so to speak.
Oh, yeah. And there's quite a bit of musical entertainment that's part of the evening as well. The Arts in Motion performers are actually, in any decade, quite a talented group of people. And they have researched and taken the music of the era and go through an entire series of performances that are just really help capture the feeling of the whole place.
Oh, that's terrific.
And person after person gets up and they really sing their heart out. You gotta love these kids.
They're putting on a show for you, right here, putting on a show.
And then there'll be great music to dance to Charleston or the Black Bottom too.
The Black
You know,
Bottom?
the dances.
I've never heard of the Black Bottom.
Well, you know, we have a lot of things going on up there that aren't standard operating procedure in the valley. You know, yesterday they said you wouldn't go far. Today on their dressing room, they're hanging a star. So there's all kinds of things that take place. Lots of surprises as the evening wears on.
Definitely lots of surprises.
Yeah.
And so that's happening Friday. And so you encourage buying tickets ahead of time.
If it's yes, just because last year there was a line of people out the door. It takes a little bit longer to do all of that, you know, on site at that moment.
Right.
To encourage people to get through get the password, get in, and start enjoying themselves. It would be helpful to try to get your tickets in advance. You can call the road. You can go online. There's links to lead to that. Or as they say, if in a pinch, you can always show up that night, and we'll be happy to and include you in our festivities.
And you can probably leave money in a hollow tree in New Jersey, too, and then pick up the tickets there. So, all right, which is not a problem unless you got to find that hollow tree. So, Friday night, sounds like good. So, you're going to tell us the password there, Steve?
You've got to say, Howie sent me.
Howie sent me.
When you get to the door, you're going to knock on that door. The little sliding door is going to open up, and they're going to go, who sent you?
Howie sent me.
Howie sent me.
Howie sent. I won't remember that.
You give them the wrong name, and you don't know what's going to happen.
That's right.
Daddy might take you for a ride.
You might get taken for a ride with some cement shoes.
That's right. Good thing I'm not going because I'll never remember how he sent me. So, all right. Well, it sounds like it's going to be a rollicking good time. We'll fire up the DeLorean, get the flux capacitor, go back in time, and arrive there at the auto road. Can you take a DeLorean up the auto road, Steve? Has anybody done that?
Not that I know of. We did actually have the first mass-produced electric vehicle that went up this past weekend.
I saw that
article in the Mountaineer on that one.
But did it have a flux capacitor?
I did not see under the hood.
Well, there you go. You're gonna have to. That'll be happening Friday night. Actually, checking under the hood.
I'm pretty sure Big Daddy's got a flux capacitor.
Yeah.
Big Daddy can acquire anything.
Let's just say he's certainly got room under the hood for it.
There you go. All right, so on that note, we're going to say goodbye to Evelyn, Colleen, and Steve, who are joining us. And, of course, Friday night up there at the Auto Road, definitely check it out.
23 Skidoo.
There you go. Ladies, any last remarks?
We really look forward to seeing as many people as we can. That's it.
I'm sure it'll be a fabulous evening.
The premier time travel experience of the season.
There you go. And we'll be back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.